Welcome back to the channel. We are here March 11th, and it's going to be the Draftkings breakdown for March 12th. After this crazy, absolutely insane NBA slate of 11 games, we are cooled down just a little bit with 7 games. A lot of teams on a back-to-back, and we're going to hop straight into it. If you paid, like I told you, if you paid attention after yesterday's video, you had to watch the news. There were so many ins and outs coming close to lock time. It was absolutely ridiculous. Just too much to handle. Hopefully, there's not that much on today's slate. I know that Embiid should be playing, even though he has that out tag, and Ben Simmons is not going to play. He's going to be held out until Sunday. So that's the Philadelphia news as of now. Everything else, Bam Adebayo should be back. He probably knew that there was a back-to-back, and they sat him from the front leg of the back-to-back, and they're probably going to pay him in the second leg of the back-to-back. That's all that I know right now, but with the value that is set currently, I'm going to give you my plays starting at 7K and below, starting with the point guard position, and as is going to be Dennis Schroeder at 6,200 going up against the Indiana Pacers. Obviously, nice blow-up spot against the Kings. That was without LeBron James, but at 6,200, I think this is a very fair price for Dennis Schroeder with LeBron coming back. But this is how it's going to be without Anthony Davis. Some guys are going to have to step up. Dennis Schroeder is going to be that guy. Kyle Kuzma is going to be that guy. Montrezl Harrell is going to be that guy. I like him at 6,200. He can play up to that 7K level, depending on how aggressive this Lakers team is. How they're gonna push. I'm pretty sure they want to be that 1 seed going into the playoffs, and they want to keep that winning streak going. As long as Anthony Davis is out, they don't want to go into no free fall because they're the champions. Okay, give me Dennis Schroeder at 6,200. Next, we're going to look at the Philadelphia value. There are a ton of guys. Now, with Embiid being back and Ben Simmons being out, you're going to focus on the guards, and that's going to be a Shake Milton, who had a solid performance today. That is going to be a Seth Curry, who had a good performance today. If you missed out on Dwight Howard, it's gone. The opportunity is gone. You missed it, especially on FanDuel. He was like 3K in that 3K range. I think 3,800 to be exact. Had a nice double-double for you guys, some blocks. So that 6K price of Dwight Howard, you might as well just fade it. Look at back at Embiid for the offense. I wouldn't touch Danny Green. Other guys I will look at is maybe Matisse Thybulle with that, Ben Simmons and Embiid being out. Thybulle got an opportunity in the starting lineup. He got 30 minutes. Let me see if I can show you guys up here just really quick. We're going to go to NBA. We're going to go to scores. Is it up there? Up there. We're just going to go to scores right here. And where is Philly? Philly. We're going to go to box score. As you see, Dwight Howard, 18 and 12. Very solid performance for you guys. Matisse Thybulle, 28 minutes, 5 for 5, 3 for 3. So you're not going to get that type of performance where he's perfect from the three-point line. But the minutes are there. Minutes equal money. 13 points, 5 steals. That's what you're going to get. Not exactly 5, but he is that type of defender. Maybe more blocks. 4 rebounds. That was a very solid performance out of him. Let me shut that up. That is annoying. All right. So we like that type of performance out of Matisse Thybulle from that very, very cheap price. So look out for that one. And that's pretty much it for the Sixers value. You're going to stick with the guards. You're going to stick with the Milton. You're going to stick with Seth Curry. And then if you need a small forward, power forward, that's going to be Matisse Thybulle. Another guy we're going to look at is Tyler Hero at the shooting guard, point guard position, 5,600. Like I said, he's just too cheap. When he's this low, you play him, and I don't remember the last time this man was even 5K. The last time he was 5K, He destroyed the LA Clippers, 41 minutes, 27 points, 5 rebounds. Man is a dynamic three-point shooter. He has a little bit of ball handle, can knock down some shots, and they're probably going to need him. Maybe Jimmy Butler sits tomorrow since it's on a back-to-back. Bam Adebayo comes back, and then Tyler Hero can run this offense. So anytime Tyler Hero is below that 6K, we are going to play him. He is too talented to be that cheap. Another guy we're going to look at is going to be Ben Mclemore. Just shooting guard eligible on DraftKings. He might have a little more. He's probably shooting guard eligible on FanDuel as well. But at 3,500, and with the Rockets in blowout situations each and every game, they're going up against one of the best teams in the West tomorrow with the Utah Jazz. So I can see a similar scenario where the Nets handled the Rockets, and Jazz are probably going to handle the Rockets as well. And this is going to be blowout minutes for Ben Mclemore. Eric Gordon's probably going to sit. Wall, I think he might not even play that much, but this leaves opportunity for the no-name guys, a Jayshawn Tate, a Ben Mclemore, a Justin Patton at center, which we're going to get to a little bit later. But look at those cheap Houston Rocket guys because they have nothing else to play for. They depleted that team. That is a bum squad right now. Next team and a position we're going to look at is small forward, and that's going to be Kyle Kuzma. Obviously, these two guys had a breakout game with LeBron being out. They didn't raise his price too much. They only raised it $100, and I think he can provide another 30 DK day at this price. Indiana's a very tough team. They're going to have to bang down low with DeMontis Sabonis and Miles Turner. Kyle Kuzma can stretch the floor, knock down some threes, brings a very nice energy. He's become a nice rebounder for the Lakers as well because Marc Gasol has been in and out of the lineup. You see 13 rebounds, 11 and 11. I like that consistency coming out of him. So give me Kyle Kuzma at 5,900. Next, we're going to go back to Keldon Johnson because he's too cheap. He's the starter with no LaMarcus Aldridge. There's going to be more minutes leaned on Jakob Poeltl, more minutes leaned on Keldon Johnson, and more minutes leaned on Rudy Gay. So those three names, be very mindful. They are very, very affordable, and they all incorporate in this value section. Keldon Johnson happens to be at 4,800 with starters minutes. Obviously, he's getting back into the groove, but before then, he was getting solid minutes, doing great performances, as you can see against Memphis with 48 DK. Or at this price, if he got you 30 DK, you'd be very happy. But he's starting. He's going to get minutes. Play the rookie, okay? Play the rookie. Next guy, we're going to look at slow-mo, and that's Kyle Anderson. Going up against Denver, upper tempo team. They're going to need, not saying his scoring, but he is a okay scorer, decent facilitator. He does a little bit of everything, get you some rebounds, some blocks, some steals. I like his game, especially in this type of environment where everything's so fast-paced with Denver. He can slow it down for you and really attack Denver's defense. Maybe attack Michael Porter Jr., who's not a great defender as well. I'm going to take a chance at 6K Kyle Anderson, who hasn't been here in the last 10 games, and probably even further because he's been playing at a very good pace. And then last but not least, we're going to end with the centers, and that's going to be Justin Patton, who I teased with you earlier at 4,900 with no DeMarcus Cousins. Jayshawn Tate is obviously not a center, so he has to go back to power forward with trade rumors coming in on Tucker. It's just a whirlwind of mess, but Justin Patton at the center position has provided a spark. This man has done a little bit of everything, got 3 steals in one game, 4 steals in another. Blocks are there. Not a lot of rebounds, but just a small amount of production that he has done. He's even knocking down threes. This is absolutely insane. And at 4,900, he is still too cheap. Gave you a nice performance with 34.5 against the Brooklyn Nets. Similar thing can happen against Utah Jazz because you're going to need to score against them. And he's definitely going to have to be there and just get up, scrap up blowout minutes. take a shot with Justin Patton. I gave you Dwight Howard yesterday, Justin Patton today, if you want to play him on FanDuel. And we're going to look at some of the gems on FanDuel compared to DraftKings. Justin Patton is more expensive, so you might want to pay up at the center position. A guy that's going to be cheaper, so more value on this side, is going to be Dennis Schroeder. Shake Milton's going to be the same price at 5,800. Matisse Thybulle is going to be more expensive on here for FanDuel. Tyler Hero is going to be the same price on either side. There's no value there. Ben Mclemore is the same price. So it's been very, very tight. I'm just looking at it. Kyle Kuzma is a guy. So the Lakers guys are a little bit cheaper on FanDuel compared to DraftKings because they're probably seeing that with LeBron James coming back is going to be a different story. Keldon Johnson's more expensive on FanDuel. So they see the curve coming with him. And then that's pretty much it. So the value on here is very, very scarce. You might want to look for, a cheaper point guard so you can make sure you pay up for a center. Just watch the news. Be very, very mindful. Shake Milton is cheap. Let's see if we can find anyone else. Neto, but that's kind of desperate. It is revenge narrative going up against his former team. And Ish Smith is out. So Raul Neto is like a punt guy you can throw in there at 4K. That's a very decent look, I think so. But let me know how you feel about the core that we have for DraftKings and FanDuel. Comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. And I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Peace out.